The Union Music Group, baby.
Stay all night, good time, but not a long time. I'm just here for a good time. So they sent me a bottle from the bar at around 9. That's what they did for me. The club was jumping, it was jumping like Judy. While I'm sitting in the VIP, good Lord, I seen a whole lot of booty. I can't stay too long. Somebody tell the DJ to go on, play my song. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. Yeah. I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time. I'm in the club right now, and I'm feeling real good. We popping bottle after bottle tonight. I got it understood. Yes, sir. The vibe is right tonight, and I ain't trying to go nowhere. People came from miles around, yeah, they came from everywhere. Just like mail waiters, I came out to have a good time. And I got my whiskey, that's all that's on my mind. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. Told you twice, yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time.
The Union Music Group, baby.
Corporate People Entertainment presents the Southern Blues Cruise, October 5th through October 11th, 2025. It's a 6-day cruise sailing out of the Port of Miami with stops in the Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and Celebration Key in the Bahamas. Get ready for a special live performance from Bird Williams. Bird Williams live.
Baby, turn around.
Plus, there will be an all-white Frankie Beverly tribute. Interior ocean view and balcony cabins are available. Make your $250 deposit now. Your balance will come due July 1st, 2025. Get ready to sail. It's the Southern Blues Cruise featuring Bird Williams. Sailing out of the Port of Miami, October 5th through the 11th, 2025. For more info, call 901-848-5201 or email jrosetravels23@gmail.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's the Word on the Street podcast. Glad you're sitting in with me tonight. Got a great show for you, man. Absolutely great show for you, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in each and every Thursday night at 8:30. I'm here to bring it to you, man. Raw and uncut, man. The lady gospel on hip hop, man. I got the word on the streets. Whatever good topics. Artists you want your video played, world premiere, we can do it right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast. Or the business you want to do, business promoted, right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast, man. You get us on YouTube as well as you see on Facebook and Instagram. That would be Chris Berry at Chris Berry 253 at YouTube.com. Make sure you go on there, subscribe to this channel, man, and we'll get it popping, man. Hey. Got a great show for you tonight. Got an exclusive interview with Pastor Jonathan Tucker from New Albany, Mississippi. The pastor there at New Birth Community Church. They're doing some great things over at the church, and I got a big fundraiser coming up that I want to talk to him about. They're always doing stuff for the community and always supporting the New Albany, Mississippi community there. Doing a great job, and it's just a wonderful guy, man. Been a great leader at that church for so long, and we're gonna sit down and talk with him around the 9 o'clock hour, okay? But right now, man, let's get into What's the Word on the Street podcast. Let's get into a couple of topics I want to speak on, man. Right now, that's going on out there, man, is we live our life according to how we live. I just want to speak on, 50 Cent. 50 Cent, man, recently, man, had a feud with former kingpin drug lord, just having been released from prison after doing over 20 years in prison. Big Meech. One of the largest ever that was involved in the Kingpin drug cartel, who carried the name BMF, which you've seen the series 50 Cent have done about the documentary on TV and the TV series, and it did really well. Big Meech's son was granted $5 million through 50 Cent, paid him well, and put him through acting school, and he's doing great things all above the rim, just doing great things, man. Big Meech was released, I think, was right at 2 months ago, released into the halfway house, and Big Meech was scheduled to have a big concert, welcome home concert, and obviously he was dealing with Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross. And you know the story between 50 Cent and Rick Ross. They've had plenty of feud, going battling back and forth. 50 Cent, being the winner of that feud, and he did not take that well by Big Meech doing business with Rick Ross. And I think Rick Ross was performing at the welcome home concert, and not only that, did Big Meech was supporting his car show that he normally do every year at his house there in Atlanta, Georgia. 50 tweeted this and stated that he don't cares about old friend that he's lost. He's doing just fine with the way things is now, and that he can care less about losing friends. And I can feel him on that because um, when you have old friends that you've done, ran with or been around for some time, and then you start to grow in several different ways, mentally and physically. Um, um, you start to grow, and you tend to try to get away from that. It could be a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing about it, you can get away from trouble and something that you're not willing to do anymore. You're trying to change your life and move in another direction, which I feel 50 Cent, when he came into the industry, he was a rapper, and now he has to no longer rap. He's behind the scenes, directing movies, writing movies, putting together uh, sitcoms, and just doing amazing things, man. So I can feel him on that. So once you get to a certain level in this business, in this industry, or just living life alone, people want a different surrounding because you grow out of things. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't grow out of things. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't grow out of it. Uh, uh, they don't know how to move on with life, and they stuck with the same thing they've been doing for the rest of all of their life. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that situation before to where, I had to make a decision, man. Uh, Either I'm gonna do what they do, or I'm gonna change my life and do better. And so that's what life is all about. Is making the right choice. Making the right choice. Being able to step up and uh, take on full life accountability, whether you wrong or right. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you can't do that, then you lesser than man or lesser than woman. So, put God first in anything you do, man. You'll make it in life, and I think that's what 50 Cent is doing right now. Despite the feud with him and Big Meech or Rick Ross or however, but he's well off right now. So he's just confident that he doesn't need uh, any new friends around him, man, or the old friends as well. So I compliment on that and respect that on 50 Cent. Now, moving forward, uh, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, um, uh, former clothing line designer, rap artist, whatever you want to call it. He got killed a couple years ago in front of his store at the Marathon in Los Angeles, California, where actually South Central Los Angeles. He got murdered. He still had a lot of music, and he releasing the album this summer. They're releasing the album this summer, which triggers back to the um, Marathon Burger place they just opened in South Central LA. They had a big grand opening a couple of days ago. It did really great. I think they're gonna be all right there. And I had a couple few outside of their place where one guy got into an argument with his brother, Nipsey brother, and they was able to solve the situation, man, and move on and have a great turnout for the grand opening of the Marathon Burger place there in South Central LA. Can't wait to go out there and check it out. Whenever I get ready to go back to California pretty soon, it'll be sometime this year. So, yeah, the Marathon Burger, man, grand opening, man, and Nipsey Hussle new album releasing this summer. I can't wait to hear that. But it's gonna be some great songs on there. Okay. Now moving forward, we have LeBron James, man. We're going into sports right now. Talk a little bit about sports. LeBron James have made NBA history, man. I tell you, first NBA player to score 50,000 points. Wow, that is a big accomplishment for him. LeBron James, man, one of the all-time greats, if not the greatest. I say the greatest. I have to have this argument and talk every day at work, about LeBron James and the GOAT Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, and who's the real GOAT. But In this era time, man, I think in the era of Michael Jordan, I think he would have been the GOAT as well because you're looking at a guy 6'8" coming forward, he can shoot it, he can bring the ball down, he can slash, he can play the 2 or 3. Putting up 40 points at the age of 40 years old on the youngsters that's 22, 23 years old. I mean, keeping his body in top-notch shape, man. I think LeBron James is the greatest athlete we ever seen play the game of basketball. LeBron James is really elite player and rising to be, man, one of the best we ever seen, man. And playing alongside Luka Doncic with the trade from the Mavericks. I think they're 9-0, almost 10-0 right now. What are they? They 9. They won 8 straight. Yeah, 8 straight games since the Luka trade. And I think that's absolutely awesome, man. JJ Redick had put together a great team. Number 1 defense in the league. People talked about the defense so much that it wasn't so good at all, but they have stepped their game up on the defensive side of the ball. And now the IQ in the offense is working really well. With Austin Reed and Rudy Hachimura out, they're still able to go in there and win games, without those 2 starters. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be a very challenging situation coming into the postseason with the OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder winning 50 games this year. With the Los Angeles Lakers in this number 1 seed behind Denver Nuggets in the number 3 seed. So it's gonna be a sight to see this postseason and see how our Los Angeles Lakers handle this situation in the postseason with OKC. I'm predicting OKC and the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and I think the Lakers will win the finals, Western Conference Finals, and move on to the NBA Finals, which I think would be. A lot of people say about themselves. I think it'll be Cleveland Cavaliers because they got such a young team. They're riding the gun and they're taking control. But I love to see that old matchup like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Boston Celtics, but it will be historical if LeBron take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals and end up going to Cleveland, winning a championship with his son Bronny James in Cleveland. That'll be outstanding. It'll be something. It'll be NBA history. Just to be a father and son duo playing together, and LeBron's son winning a championship with his father, man, be the first ever done in NBA history, man. And what better way to do it is do it in Cleveland, Ohio, man, and where he started at, where he was drafted from, and do it there, man. Whew, that'd be awesome, man. Whew. Yeah, it's a lot of ways it could go that way, but it's crazy how the whole ordeal had flipped with LeBron and Luka and the Lakers, man. It's just a historical story, man. Okay, now let's move on. Still in sports. We're talking about sports right now. Let's get into my man, Stephen A. Smith, man. Wow. He's one of the hottest sports commentators out there, if not the hottest sports commentators out there right now. He has his own show, First Take. I love watching First Take. ESPN, man. Hey, that's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. I'm flipping ESPN. If not ESPN, I'm watching Fox 13 or Sports Center, and I love First Takes, man. And I think this guy right here deserves the money that he's getting right now. A 5-year deal for $100 million, man. That means this man is making $25 million a year just to talk on TV, man, and talk about sports. That's insane, man. That's a lot of money. 5 years, $100 million a year. For 1 year, $100 million for 5 years. That's insane money. That's crazy, man. Stephen A. Smith, man, he's one of the greatest talkers and one of the sports analysts. It is out there, man. You look at him. I look at Shannon Sharp. He's He's came a long way. These sports analysts, man. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat Stephen A. Man. I mean, he's on the dime, man. He knows his stuff. I mean, when he talk, you listen. He make it really interesting, man. And for you to listen to him, he always has something very, very interesting for that. Okay, but yeah, man, Stephen A. Smith, man, most definitely deserves that money. Yes, he does. Now, moving on. We all know it's election time coming up, so don't forget, man. New Albany, Mississippi. Let's make a change. I'm not a resident there, but I'm originally from New Albany. I do business in New Albany. I have been doing business there since in the last 19 years. I've been gone for the last 15 years. So this guy right here, Chris Beaver, man, he deserves a fair chance. Get out there to the polls on June the 3rd. Vote my man Chris Buford, 3rd Ward Alderman, New Albany, Mississippi. I feel like he can get the job done. I feel like he's one that y'all need in that community. He can really shake things up, and he can really do a lot if we get behind him, man, and y'all get behind, man. Give a guy a chance, man, to make a difference in your community. I think he'll be great for the alderman position, man. Give or take, if you want to get somebody in there that is willing to make a change and stand up for the community and bring something and to your community, make an effort. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to give guys like this a chance. So Chris is a great person. I've been knowing him for a long time, and I think he will tell the truth and stand up for our community and give you guys there in New Albany what you need. I think he's the one. Let's help the brother get in there, okay? All right. Moving forward, man. We talking. Let's don't forget about the Southern Blues Cruise. My Southern Blues Cruise big cruise and concert going on August the 5th through the 11th. We leaving. We porting out of Miami, Florida. We going to Ocho Rio, Jamaica. We're going to Grand Cayman, and we're going to Celebration Key, a new island over there, man. It's gonna be great. If you haven't booked your rooms, man, get with J-Road Travel 32@gmail.com, and you'll see it there on the flyer there, man. We having a big all-white affair. It's going down on that ship. The 5th through the 11th. Barry Williams will be performing live. We're doing a special music tribute to Franklin Beverly. Rest in peace to Franklin Beverly, man. One of the all-time greats. I tell you, he's one of my favorite, man. Franklin Beverly. It's one of my favorites. I love to listen to him. But the big cruise going on, man. The Southern Blues Cruise. My first blues cruise going overseas. If you want to be a part of this, man, all the information, man, and is on that flyer, man. And we're gonna get you there, man. Okay. So, matter of fact, if you don't have that information, I'm gonna run it back for you right here. Keep it locked on What's the Word on the Street podcast. We'll be right back with you after this commercial.
Corporate People Entertainment presents the Southern Blues Cruise, October 5th through October 11th, 2025. It's a 6-day cruise sailing out of the Port of Miami with stops in the Grand Cayman, Ocho Rios, Jamaica, and Celebration Key in the Bahamas. Get ready for a special live performance from Bird Williams. Bird Williams live.
Baby, turn around.
Plus, there will be an all-white Frankie Beverly tribute. Interior Ocean ocean view and balcony cabins are available. Make your $250 deposit now. Your balance will come due July 1st, 2025. Get ready to sail. It's the Southern Blues Cruise featuring Bird Williams. Sailing out of the Port of Miami, October 5th through the 11th, 2025. For more info, call 901-848-5201 or email jrosetravels23@gmail.com.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be live. It's gonna be live, man. I can't wait to get on board that ship. Like I said, we porting out of Miami, Florida, man. It's gonna be a great look, man. Can't wait. My first cruise, first time going out the country for me. Just looking forward to doing that, man. With other words, man, keep it locked right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast. When we come back, we have, man, Pastor Tucker right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast, man. We'll have him coming through, man, and we'll be talking about the church and what the church got going on in the whole community, man. We'll be back right here, man, at 9 o'clock. Keep it locked right here at What's the Word on the Street podcast. We'll be right back at you. Keep it locked.
The Union Music Group, baby.
Jumping like Judy while I'm sitting in the VIP. Good Lord, I seen a whole lot of booty. I can't stay too long. Somebody tell the DJ to go on, play my song. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. Yeah, I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. I'm in the club right now, and I'm feeling real good. We popping bottle after bottle tonight. I got it understood. Yes, sir. The vibe is right tonight, and I ain't trying to go nowhere. People came from miles around. Yeah, they came from everywhere. Just like mail waiters, I came out to have a good time. And I got my whiskey. That's all that's on my mind. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm on the down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me,
The Union Music Group, baby.
Good time, good time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm only down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. I'm just here for a good time. So they sent me a bottle from the bar at around 9. That's what they did for me. The club was jumping. Ooh-wee. It was jumping like Judy. While I'm sitting in the VIP. Good Lord, I seen a whole lot of booty. I can't stay too long. Somebody tell the DJ to go on, play my song. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm only down the street. Yeah. I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. I'm in the club right now, and I'm feeling real good. We popping bottle after bottle tonight. I got it understood. Yes, sir. The vibe is right tonight, and I ain't trying to go nowhere. People came from miles around. Yeah, they came from everywhere. Just like mail waiters, I came out to have a good time. And I got my whiskey. That's all that's on my mind. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm only down the street. I'm coming for a good time, just a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm only down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time. If you're looking for me, I'm on the way, I'm only down the street. I'm coming for a good time, but not a long time. I done told you once, told you twice. Yeah, I'm coming to the spot, but I can't stay all night. Good time, but not a long time.
All right, we're back live right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast, man. Got to be back right here with you, man. And take a little break, but we back, man, and we're waiting on Pastor Tucker, Jonathan Tucker, to come in with us right now. We can talk to the brother. He got a lot of great things going on with New Birth Community Church, and they're in New Orleans, Mississippi. And matter of fact, let's try to get him on right now. Here we go. Let's see. Thought I had him. Here we go. And the stage. There we go. Hey there, Pastor. How you doing?
Man, I'm well. How's it going?
It's going great, man. Welcome to What's the Word on the Street podcast, man.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. When you talk about what's the word on the street, what better word can people deliver than the word of God?
Hey, what better word, man? There's no other word like the word of God. And so I'm excited to be chosen to carry that word, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'd like to get into something real quick with you,
Okay.
man. You've been doing a lot of great things ever since I've known you. From we were about the same age, so we kind of in that bracket
Right.
kind of grew up kind of like in that same age. But
Right.
uh, man, ever since you've been in New Albany at New Birth Community Church, I've seen nothing but great things from that church. Like you've helped a lot of people, you've done a lot, you've uplifted the community. The church is always involved in something.
Yeah. Yeah. God has blessed us, man, over the years. New Birth is what 20, I think it's 22 this year. We started August of 2003. So I think this
Wow.
this is going to be our 22nd year um being in being established, and the Lord established us back then. He used me and some others to start the church. And so, man, it has been my desire. And when God gave us the name New Birth Community Church, um, we took the name seriously. And what we've tried to do was, the area that we've moved into. So we try to revitalize that area, give it some new life, new birth. And then we tried to be a church for the community. And we tried to not just people who are members of New Birth, or should I say members, but we tried to just be there for the community. Um, we've had a lot of challenges and, of course, a lot of changes, but God has been faithful, man. And we just try to do um, what we believe that our church has been chosen to do for New Albany and surrounding areas, all races, all colors, all kinds of people, man. And just kind of spread the love of Jesus Christ, man, is what we've tried to do.
Well, I want to say, man, I commend you on that. Congratulations on 22 years there in New Orleans, man. Because I remember when you first, came there, and no one seen the vision that you
Yeah.
had. But once you start putting it in play, people are like, hold on, like this is kind of different,
Yeah, yeah.
this is kind of different, but and as the years to come and years to grow, you accumulated so much interest in that church, and and
Yeah.
and um, like I said, you've helped some of everybody, you know, all the funerals are at your church. It's numerous of churches in New Orleans, but somehow, some way, they want to have it at New Birth. And I think it's just the structure and how it's made and how you created that thing there, man. It's just a beautiful thing you got going there at New Birth,
Man, Whip, I appreciate it, man. We just, like I said, we just try to be the hands, feet, and the eyes of Jesus. And we're not perfect, of course. Um, and so we have the same challenges and trials that other churches have, and but at the same time, God has blessed us. We do our part, and what we did, as far as when you talk about funerals, that's just one of the ways that I think the Lord put on my heart to give back to the community. That He blessed us with such a nice facility that I wanted to, at least when people are in their time of bereavement, that would be one way we could help take the stress or share and care for the families, those we know and those we don't know. That's the time when people are burdened, they running, they trying to get arrangements made, trying to make sure they're going to have enough room for the family. And so we just try to care for them in that way. So that's one of the ways God gave it to me, and I try to offer that to the people. Of course, I've had people talking about, man, you crazy, you should charge, and people going to take advantage of you. And so you have to be focused and know that you're not doing it not just for appreciation, because some people do use it and, man, they don't even turn around and say thank you. But hey, that we do that however they handle it, that's between them and God. We just try to make sure we do the right thing on our part.
And Pastor, speaking of that, doing your part, you most definitely have been doing that. Is why God has continued to bless and bless in so many ways. And when somebody reached out to me about helping and doing things concerning you and your church, I was more than happy to say, hey, I'm with that,
Man, I
because
appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I'm serious. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Because I can remember back, it's probably was, I say it probably was like maybe 8 to 10 years ago. I did a Thanksgiving dinner at the Mason Lounge there in New Albany.
Okay.
And I had asked for your help, and I asked for, I think it was Terrence Metcalf.
Yeah.
And you guys came along and helped me with that. And you got some of the members of the church to cook a few dishes, and we was able to feed some homeless, some people
Yes,
that wasn't
sir.
able to eat on that Thanksgiving situation. A couple of days before Thanksgiving, we were able to feed a lot of people. I think we fed over 50-some people that day.
Wow.
And that was a blessing, man. And I never forget, those are the type of things you never forget, when people help you when they don't have to help you. Like you
Yeah.
just said, people say, why you don't charge and all that. You could charge, but you don't, because that's from the bottom of your heart. You're doing it
Right.
because you want to help people.
Exactly.
And it's what God wanted you to do,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And man, it's been, man, and you do a lot as well. And then of course, your name is out there, man. And so kudos to you for even coming back into the community that you are from. And because you could do like so many, man, they leave if God bless them and they gain some type of notoriety or prestige, fame, whatever the case is, they sometimes leave it all behind. So I want to appreciate you for bringing your gifts and your talents back to New Albany and letting the community experience the gifts and the abilities and the notoriety that God has given you. So, man, kudos to you. We take our hats off to you and we celebrate you for doing the same thing. We appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you, Pastor. I appreciate you. Now, we know you do have a big event coming up on March the 21st, right? Let's talk a little bit about this event, man, and
Okay.
what's going on. What you gonna be having going on over there, man? Because I when I seen the flyer and the girl sent me the flyer, I was like, oh man, this look interesting, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, hey, we're excited about it, Chris. Man, look, it's our first spring gala.
Let me pull this flyer real quick while you talking.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up so people can see it.
Yeah, this is
There
our
it is.
this is our first spring gala. We have been planning, different times. We said we're gonna have a gala, but we never really got it off the ground. So this is our first spring gala, and y'all, I promise you, it's going to be nothing but epic and elegance is what I call it. Epic and
Okay.
elegance, man. I'm telling you, uh, we have a guest artist, um, and I think it's Carlin in phase 2 will be a musical guest. But man, it'll be so we have music, we'll have dinner, we'll have fashion shows, we'll have vendors. So it's just going to be a night where people can put their best on. And it's not just your Sunday's best because it ain't on Sunday, but it's your,
Yeah.
put your put your formal wear on and come out. It's like I said, we'll have it decored down. We're trying to get as many people, and just to be honest, this is one way that we're basically raising funds. I mean, so that we can continue to do what we do for the community and what we do. So it is a fundraiser. I won't, but at the same time, I think people, if they come out, they'll really enjoy the fellowship, the fun, the food, also just the being in the elegant surroundings. It's just going to be great, man. And we're excited about it.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you speak on vendors, are you saying like are they non-food vendors or are they food
Yeah,
vendors?
we have food vendors, non-food vendors. As a matter of fact, I think because we've had some people who because we have a lot of clothing vendors, because you'll have a fashion show, so people will be having their clothing and apparel on display, and they'll have models and things of that nature. So I think they'll have some pieces in the room. And now I think we had some people who've called and said they couldn't come. So we may have even a couple of spots. So if there's any vendors out there, at least call and check to see if you could be a part of this event. So man, we're gonna have, like I said, it'll be some food vendors, but it'll be some non-food vendors as well. And hey, it's just gonna be whatever, man. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited about it.
So let me ask you this, Pastor. So when you talk about food vendors, is it a fee to bring your food vendor in, or how are y'all working that out?
Now, I think let me see. I'm getting some information. Is it a fee to bring the? It is. They writing it down for me now, Chris. Look, this.
Okay.
I should have this information. Okay,
but
here it is.
when
It's
go ahead.
$50. Here it is. It's $50 for the vendors. That's it. But that
Okay.
includes your meal.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't beat that. You come into a community church that that's well known, and I think $50 in a meal is very affordable. I think that you should be able to make $50 back and
Right.
make more about profit. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I do feel like that's a good price.
Yeah. And we feel like our vendors, and one of the reasons why we included the meal in with the $50 because we want our vendors to make money or have at least
That's
the
right.
opportunity to make money, as well as because we believe that they help make the event. Because when you have vendors there, of course, people have more to see, more to at least get involved in, and they can leave home. Oh, and don't let me forget, we have door prizes. Man, we got some great door prizes. I want to plug that in. We have people, businesses, such as I think American Furniture, I know that's one of them, and we have other businesses who have donated items for us to give out for door prize. And I mean, that's furniture, just nice stuff that we will have. So it could be you can win a door prize and have to get a trailer, to come and get your stuff. So we're excited, man.
So this is on a Friday night, right?
This is on a Friday night, man, and tickets I think is just $25. $25 a ticket. That's whether you single, couple. We just doing straight across the board, $25, and this is on a Friday night. So come and let's get our jam on, man. It's exciting.
Well, I got to make sure I get my ticket. I got to make sure I purchase my ticket. I got to make sure I get my ticket and make sure I can get some people to buy a few tickets because, I'm all about support, man.
Appreciate
And I want to support you and your church, man, because you've done such great job with that church and just being there in the community. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: being in that community in that area, it's not easy.
That's right. That's right.
It's not easy. It's not
easy.
And yes, sir. I know it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But to be there 22 years and still going, it's a big accomplishment.
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate
you.
And keep praying for me, man.
Oh yeah. You know what, Pastor?
Yes.
When I first heard you preach, it's just something about how you get the word out and
wow,
the anointing, the spirit, the way you speak, the voice. It just touches. It always touches me.
Wow.
And every time I come to that church, I somehow want to hear your voice. That's just my daughter's funeral.
Wow.
And I'm grieving bad, but I just so badly want to hear your voice. And when you grab that microphone, I said, "There you go."
Wow, man. That's special.
There you go.
Chris, that's special, man. For real.
And speaking of your voice, you have put out songs, right?
Yes, sir, man. I am. To God be the glory. I'm a gospel artist, of course, and been putting out songs for years. But our latest, man, I just did. We did a latest CD with the Mighty Gospel Warriors, and man, they just released that CD on the 28th, so it's out, man. I'm sorry I didn't even think to send I guess a copy of it so that you could put the flyer out there or at least a picture of the CD, but they're available, man. $15 if you want the CD. You can go because a lot of people don't have CD players now because we're living in that time. So just go and download it on any of your digital
platform.
Any digital platform, man. Just go and whether it's Apple, iTunes, whatever it is that people use, just go and check it out, man. We have some great things. Then also, I have some recordings that's also coming out. They just hit that I did, man, 20 something years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been some that came out 20 something years ago. We kind of revamped it, but then there's one that we did that never got a chance to come on the scene, and so it's just been released, and it's from a group called the Windy City Spiritual Heirs. So you can go and get that as well, and it's not only on CD and on all your digital platforms, but also you can even get the I guess what you would call the USB or whatever the thing is that you plug into the you basically you can have your own little what you call it, Chris?
You said you can plug it in the USB, but you talking about download.
Yeah, your own flash drive, like a flash drive.
Flash drive, your own flash drive. You can get your own flash drive.
Yeah.
Which you can get it on. You can download it on your flash drive. Then you can take that flash drive. You can plug it anywhere and play it. I think that's what you're trying to get.
Yes, sir. And then we have it come out. It came out on flash drive.
Wow.
So it's like a little card. So man, it's crazy. I never seen it before until the record company just showed it to me. So it comes out on flash drive. So you can just when you purchase it, you can just grab the flash drive and then listen to, I think, man, it's like 3 albums on one flash drive. So
wow.
A lot of music from myself. And so I'm excited about it.
So let me ask you this. We speak on you doing music and with these groups and so on and so on. Will you be performing any of this at this event?
I will not. They didn't ask me, man. I'm kind of offended.
Good question, man.
They look over me, man, and so they don't have me performing. But I tell you what, if it's requested, I'll see what I can do.
You see what you can do, huh?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. But they look over me, man. Everything I'm a part of, Chris, community stuff and all that. You know, when they get ready to, get artists, they'll get me until it's time to pay, and then of course they'll get somebody else. But anyway.
Hey, you know what? So you go ahead.
A man is without honor in his own home, man.
Oh man, I tell you.
Yeah.
But I want to speak on right now your services. Tell the people what time your services is, what time you come on Sundays, and how y'all do there at Newburgh, man.
Okay, man. Listen, at each week you can join us. We're located at 614 Glade Avenue. That's 614 Glade Street in New Albany. Every Sunday at 9 o'clock, we have what people call Sunday school. We have regular Sunday school classes, but we even have what you call some small groups for people who probably not into the traditional Sunday school, but want to be in a more engaging environment, in small groups, men small groups, women small groups, children, youth. And so they want to be in more engaged. We have that at 9 o'clock every Sunday. And then at 10:15 is when our worship service starts. And so there you'll get a chance to hear, I think, some of the greatest music that God has to offer. You'll get to have prayer, praise, and preaching. Of course, we try to bring a relevant right now word to this age that we're in now. Also, every Tuesday night I know most people have midweek service on Wednesday, but I'm in person and on live every Tuesday night. TNT is what we call it, Tuesday night teaching. And that's every Tuesday at 6:30. Now, I usually don't start teaching until about 6:40. I come on and maybe play some music, whatever the case is, to give people time to get on, get settled, get their stuff together, because, I believe that the only way this platform works when it comes to live streaming and especially when it comes to church, is that a person be able to get themselves together, get in a place where they kind of secluded, because there are so many distractions when you're not in the worship with other believers, until you need to get to yourself so you can really get what God has to offer. But yes, that's every Sunday, every Tuesday. We would love to have you. You're invited. And I know there's a plethora of churches, pastors, and everything to go through. And I'm not saying we the best it is. All I'm saying is if you looking, just give us a shot and see what the Lord say.
You know what, man? How you just broke that down of how your services is. You know, you know, some people work so much and then with their work schedule, and some people be on 6, 7 days a week. And
Right.
by you doing that virtual thing on Tuesday at 6, I think that's a great thing, man.
Man, appreciate you. And like I said, if you want, you can even be on our platform, on virtual platform on Sunday mornings, because there's some people that, like you said, they just cannot make it for whatever reason, life, health, whatever the case is, man. They can, we be live on Facebook, and soon we used to have some other platforms like YouTube and IG. So we picking that back up. We kind of got, I guess drifted away from that because Facebook was the easiest thing to do. But we're about to pick it all back up so people can catch us and even be able to catch us on our website. If so, for people who don't do Facebook, who don't do social media, just go to www.newbirthms.org, and we setting it up where we can stream right from our Facebook page. So you can just do it straight from the computer. So we're excited, man.
Oh man, that's a blessing, man. Another thing I wanted to, ask you about before we get off.
Okay.
You've been in that New Albany community for so long, and how you feel? How are you setting with how the community is now? Do you think it needs more strength? Do you think it needs more uplifting? Do you think it needs more structure? Do you think it needs more leadership? What do you think New Albany as a whole in our community there? I still say our community because that's where I'm from, and I still do business there. So, of course, I say our community. What do you think they need to make things better there?
Man, I tell you what, this probably should have been one of the first questions because time won't permit. Man, I tell you what, I really believe in our community, there's a lot of things we need, but to sum it up, and I would love to one day when you have a chance to come back on to be able to express, talk and just we can shoot it up. I believe we can have an interesting show. But
yeah. Man, imagine we could.
Yeah, I believe we can, man. I think that our community, when it comes to, and I'm not trying to be racial, but when it comes to the Black community, we need to find ways and to come together, not just for funerals and ball games or things of that nature, but we need to find ways to, whether it's through leadership or through teaming up together, we need to find ways to come together so that we don't continue to lose our children. And I think, because if we don't deal with our children and our youth, our community is going to be lost in the very, very near future. But I think that we are right now. We have this great opportunity to bring up a generation where we can stabilize our community in New Albany. But we need that We need that leadership. And so what we have to do though, Chris, let me say, when that leadership rises up, we need to support and do not do what we've done in the history. And that is, as soon as somebody gain popularity, notoriety, people start talking good, we can't wait to pull them down.
Tear them down. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Yeah, we can't wait to tear them down, man. We gotta, because what that does is cause reserve people kind of bag back, and it's a lot of gifted people and able people, but they don't want the criticism, man. They don't want to feel, and they, man, in this community, they'll track you down, spotlight you, just waiting on the opportunity to pull the rug off from under you, cut the limb off from under you. And by all means, if you look into any of our lives, you're gonna find some type of fault. So, and we use that. I'm talking about my life in it. You don't have to look far. So if that's what you're looking for, surprise, surprise, you're gonna find it every time. But if you're looking to love and to support and to stick together, regardless of what's wrong with each of us, then that's how we're gonna come out of the hole we're in the Black community in New Albany, Doc. That's what we need.
And I'll tell you one thing, you speaking on that, everybody want to talk about the bad in you and the bad, all the bad that you've done. But no one wants to speak on the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to speak on the good things. They want to speak on the bad, but they want to speak on the good thing. So it's all negativity vibes. And we at this point in our life, we know we're not perfect. We know we're not perfect. But at this point in our life, you want to hear something positive. The negative vibe go away. That ain't nothing but the devil.
That's right. That's the devil. And so, man, what you do is we hate to see people in this community. We hate to see people drawn to people. It's like if people start being drawn to you, you start gaining some type of, and then we're not satisfied until we pull people away from you. We snatch them away because we don't want anybody to go higher, go up. And so so what starts happening is we poison you in the ears and in the eyes of other people. So of course, then other people don't want to feel like they touching you or coming around you, because now you got this disease that they don't want to be attached to, because people done poison your name, your image, your brand in the ears of other people, when in actuality, you are the only one or one of the only ones who are trying to help. That if people would just team up with you and help, you could make a lot of difference, man. But if we could just solve that in our community some kind of way, get that from being in the spirit and the minds, like you said, that negative vibe where people stop trying to poison regardless, man, we're gonna have to love each other regardless of what's wrong with each other. That's how we help people out of that situation. If they did something in something that they shouldn't have been in, or did something they shouldn't have did, the only way they gonna come out is we gotta love them out. That's what we've been called to do. But if you're gonna continue to criticize and cast them away and push them to the curb, man, for a person who's not stable, man, that's suicidal. And man, they'll throw their whole life away because they don't have anybody who they can lean on. And trust me, the people who are criticizing and bringing you down are the very people who need help themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I didn't mean to get on. Like I said, man, I could.
Man, hey, look, you talking the truth, Pastor. I love to hear that, because some of the things you're talking, I've been through that. We've all been through that, and we
Yes, sir.
all face that and learn how to deal with that and learn to go on with life and learn how to push it to the left and
That's
say,
right.
look, God, hey, look, this is me. I'm standing
Yep.
in need of prayer. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm perfect.
Yes, sir.
I'm not great, but I know mistakes I made, but I'm trying to make it better.
That's that. You got to get it better, man. And God will bring and it's better, especially those of us. And here's what get me, man. It's the people who supposed to know something about the forgiveness of God. They, but I don't think it. I don't think that they choose not to forgive as much as we. It's the devil behind it, man, trying to keep anybody from gaining traction. Because if somebody gain traction and get the support of the community, the devil knows that this community right here can be one of the greatest cities and communities in America and can be a beacon of light for not only North Mississippi, but the whole state. And he knows that, and he wants this territory under his power. So he used whatever he can use to keep us from coming together, keep us from supporting each other. And what he'll do if we see somebody gaining traction, he'll put maybe that envy, that jealousy, that division. And so what starts to happen is your important people who are here stop supporting in their own community, and they go to other communities and show how great they can be because it's so divisive in the community that they're from, when it shouldn't be that way. And so it's the devil, man. So we got to pray him out of here. That's what if you wanted, one of the main things we need, that's what we need. And I'm gonna hang in here with it, man. I really believe God is gonna do something great here. I'm gonna hang in here with it. It's been tough, and some of it was self-destruct, and I understand that and I get that. But Chris, I'm hanging in here with it, man. I'm gonna see what the Lord gonna do.
Well, I know if you've been hanging there this long, I know God has got something in store for you in your church and your fellowship, man. They got something, for you, man, because you know, only the strong survive, and
Yeah.
and we all know the worst is yet to come too, because hey, we done been through whatever you done been through, and we all done been through. We know the devil finna try to do more.
Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The closer you get to success, here he come. You
Here
know
he
what I'm
come,
saying?
man. Yeah, here he come. Yeah, that's right.
The closer you get to success, here he come. And
Here
get
he
what? It be the closest people that's around you that's grabbing the reach for you. Because
Yeah,
that's what he's reaching for. The ones that far from you, they can't touch you. But
that's
the
right.
one that's real abundant, the one that can get you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, man. That's right. But
You gotta
you
be
know,
aware of it. So.
that's right. And I want to just say this, I guess, to close. I thank God for everything I've been through. Like I said, it was some stuff, that I went through just, because of life. But then there's some stuff that I went through because of self-neglect and self-destruction. And of course, and then, but whatever the case, however it came about, it made me who I am, made me think the way I think. I can see life from a different perspective. And I believe that through everything that God has given me the means to be a blessing to a lot of people from whatever walks of life, because I don't see people through the eyes that a lot of people see people through. I see them through the eyes of Jesus Christ, man. And so I love people. I want to be loved, and sometimes I feel unloved. I'm just normal. But however the case, no pity party whatsoever. I just appreciate all that I've gone through, I think God is going to use that to help me to be one of those persons that help this community come out the hole. And I put that on record. I stand on that. So it's on record that I will be one of the persons that help this community, this generation, come out of this hole that we're in so that we can be a light, man. And New Albany is going to be something in days to
I
come.
believe it. I believe it, man. I believe it, man. And I believe in your word. I believe in your leadership. I believe in how you stand and you know, in what you believe in, man. And I stand with you, brother, you know, and I'm here with you, man. And I'm looking to be there on the 21st.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm looking to purchase my ticket.
I'm
I
looking to
said
see you,
ticket,
man.
you know. So you know, I got some people I'm gonna try to get to come aboard, and I want to come in and sit down and enjoy myself,
Yeah.
and you know, and enjoy the festivities of the fashion show. So now, see, will the fashion show be held inside the church, or will it be in the place where y'all having the dinner at?
It's gonna be in the place we got the dinner at. Everything is gonna be set up right there. And
Okay,
so
okay.
it's gonna be at our church, but it's gonna be in our fellowship area that we use to fellowship. And man, so everything gonna be around it. I don't know how they're gonna work it out. That's not how I guess that's not my baby, but I'm just gonna look and see and enjoy just like you. Man, I thank you for coming, and I pray and hope in the near future, man, we can do something together. Um, we can team up and do something big together for this community.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, man, and you know, with this year election, I'm involved pretty much with that.
Okay.
You know, and you know, we're running a campaign for one of my closest friend, Chris Buford.
Yes, sir.
So we'll be talking to you, man,
Okay.
real soon, man. And I'm trying to, you know, get some sponsorship over there to your church, man, and get you know,
Okay.
and whatever you need, we'll be talking to you real soon about some things.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Most definitely, man. And look, man, man, congratulations on 22 years. And I take the hat off to you and the first lady, Miss
Thank you,
Rita.
man. Yeah, she the
We went
one.
to
She been
school
my coach.
together.
Yeah, she the one keeping me getting me my announcements over here to make sure I get everything straight.
We went to school together. That's my classmate. We went to
Yes,
school together. We grew up together, man. I tell you, man, when you got a good one behind you, man, she gonna stand behind you. And she gonna represent you, man. And she always have been from
she awesome,
I've been
man.
seeing. And
She's awesome.
yeah, y'all come together and make a great community church, man. And I'm so happy for you guys. And keep doing a great job. And Pastor, we love you. Keep looking out for the community, because every time I turn around, it's always a funeral there. You always putting on for New Albany, man. So New Albany needs to put on for you. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
we
It's time
appreciate
they put on for you.
we appreciate you, man. Listen, thank you for having me on, and I'm looking forward, man, to what we can do. Like I said, and I take my hats off to you, and thank you for pushing this, man. It means a lot to us. You didn't have to do it. You got a platform God has blessed you with, and for using that platform to be a blessing to the New Birth Church, man, and myself, we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, this is not the only one. I'll be back. I'll be back with it before the event jump off. So you know what I'm saying? I'm on full throttle promotion, baby. We're gonna make sure this thing works. We want to pack it out. We want the parking lot full.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Pastor, I know you gotta go. I gotta go. We'll talk a little bit, man, a little later on. But man, I'm glad to have you, man. Any shouts out you want to give out before we get off the show?
Listen, I just want to shout out to your community, man, that your podcast community. Hey, I say, hey, y'all keep supporting this this what's the word on the street podcast. Y'all keep supporting my boy Chris. And so I want to shout out to each of you and say God loves you and I love you and I'm looking forward to what God is going to do through all of us.
All right, man. It's good to have you, man. I look forward to seeing you soon, Pastor.
Yes, sir. God bless, man.
God bless. Good night.
Good night.
All right. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was Pastor Jonathan Tucker right there at New Birth Community Church there in New Albany, Mississippi, man. Great guy, great pastor, man. Been doing great things at the church. Once again, I post this, the big event going on March the 21st, man. Make sure you're in the building for the Spring Gala. This Friday, March 21st, man. Vendors, fashion show. Tickets are $25, man. You can go on Pastor Jonathan Tucker page or Sarita Tucker page, or you can inbox me if you need tickets. $25 tickets. They include your meal. It's going to be very, very, very nice, very upscale. It's an event you want to catch and be there, be a part of. Okay. So support the movie, man, and get your tickets right now. $25, man. You know what's that, man? If you're new in New Albany, you want those tickets, just swing by New Birth and get those tickets right there at the church, man. And support our own kind of our own community, especially one that's putting on and supporting us and whatever we do, man. So, I want to keep New Birth there and keep them going. I think Pastor Tucker has done a great job supporting our community and supporting the people and our families. Like I said, most of the funerals there, he'll never charge people. This is a way to show him your appreciation. If not, you don't want to come to the event, man. Just buy the ticket, man, and support it, man. Support the movement, okay? Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's Chris Groundhard and What's the Word on the Street podcast. We'll be back next Thursday with exclusive interviews and whatnot, and upcoming events that's coming up in the What's the Word on the Street podcast viewing area. Okay? Keep it locked, man. Appreciate y'all locking in with us tonight right here on What's the Word on the Street podcast. See you next week. Go.